Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Ol'SargeCollects. My name is Dan. Today, I'm celebrating 400 subscribers. So that's right, I just surpassed 400 subscribers. I'm at 415 right now. Super excited about it. And so I wanted to celebrate by doing a giveaway contest. So I'm going to go over the rules of the contest, and I'm going to go over, so I'm going to show you some cards. But first, what I want to do is I want to shout out the subscriber that got me over the hump of 400. So my 400th subscriber was That Vintage Cardboard Smell. Now, he doesn't have any videos. It's just just his channel name. What a cool name, though. I mean, you need to do some videos with that cool name. Who doesn't love that vintage cardboard smell? But anyway, thank you so much, whoever you are, for being my 400th subscriber. And let's go ahead and get into this VR contest giveaway and talk about the rules. All right, so I'm going to call this the Fantastic Four giveaway. But this basically is, like I said, celebrating my 400th subscriber. And I want you to share 4 cards, all graded 4. And they can be your favorite cards graded a 4. So we're going to call it the Fantastic Four. Okay. I want to see your Fantastic Four cards. And I also want you to shout out 4 fantastic channels. All right. So another thing, I want you to be a subscriber, and you need to tag me in your video. And you can use hashtag Sarge400 in the video as well. Now, the deadline is going to be May 31st, so the end of this month. Also, one other thing I forgot to mention. So, you may or may not send cards in for grading. You may not collect cards that are already graded, and that's okay. If you have 4 cards that you think would grade a 4 if you were to send them in, then show those. I'm cool with that too. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the cards that I'm going to share with you, and I'm calling these my Fantastic Four cards, and then I'm going to talk about 4 fantastic channels, and then after that I'm going to show you some cards that you're going to win. So, the first card, as part of my Fantastic Four, is a recent pickup of mine, and that's this 1957 Topps Willie Mays card, graded a 4, and love the image there of Willie Mays, early Willie Mays card. Very little snowing on the card, so that's something I really appreciate in vintage, is the lack of snowing. So here's the back of the card, and this was a recent pickup of mine. And so now I'm going to show you another recent pickup of mine, and that is this 1952 Bowman Yogi Berra card number 1, graded a 4. Again, these typically have really bad snowing or a print line going right across his chest there. A lot of the 52 Bowmans are like that. They have that print line. So when I'm trying to collect this set, I'm looking for ones that don't have that print line. So now, when it comes to cards graded a 4, I find that vintage cards really do stand out, and I think that the grade of a 4 is really just a perfect grade for vintage cards. You know, a card graded a 4 still has that vintage look. It looks like it's been held. It looks like it's been appreciated in someone's collection. You know, while still looking good, it doesn't have surface damage. You find more of them well centered than you do the higher graded for some reason. And, you might only have like soft corners or a wax stain or something like that. So, really, the grade of a 4 or 4.5 on vintage cards is really, the key area that I like to be in. I also find that when you go above 4, once you start hitting that 5 range, the prices of the cards really, um, really increase dramatically after that point. So, yet again, another reason why I like the grade of a 4 or 4.5. So it's kind of my sweet spot. All right, so the next card I'm going to share with you happens to be easily a player in my top 5 pre-war players list, and that is a local hometown hero here in New Orleans, Melvin Ott. And so this is an SGC 4. This is part of his 1934 to 36 Diamond Stars set, card number 50. This card was actually produced in 1935, and it's got a greenback. And then the last card that I'm going to share with you as part of this Fantastic Four goes all the way back to 1901. This is a 1901 Wills Sports of All Nations card. Card number 33 representing America, and that the sport represented is baseball. Now, I absolutely love 1800s baseball, early 1900s baseball. I love the very early images shown on these cards. And so I really love this image. Just something that really just pops. That red uniform, the coloring on this card, that catcher in the background with early equipment. Just awesome image. Now on the back side, it's very intricate, very detailed on the back side. So I like that as well. Something common with old cards like this. So, all right, so that is my Fantastic Four cards. And now what I'm going to show or talk about is going to be 4 fantastic channels. So the first 2 channels I'm going to talk about is going to be Drew, a Vintage Legacy, and the Vintage Composer being Mike. Now, the first thing I want to say also, I'm only shouting out 4 channels, but that doesn't mean that I don't think that there are a lot of other fantastic channels. These 4 channels that I'm going to be shouting out are just happens to be the ones that are on my mind during this, video and VR. So whether you're a friend that we talk every day, or whether you're someone who I, comment on your channel or watch your, I watch your channel frequently, doesn't mean I don't think it's fantastic. A lot of people have fantastic channels. These 4 just are on the top of my mind right now as I'm doing this video. So again, the Drew, a Vintage Legacy, I love his channel. Something that I love about Drew and his channel is that he's not constantly picking up new cards. So he's showing some discipline. And I could learn something from you, Drew, when it comes to being happy with the collection you have. I oftentimes find myself always wanting more, and collecting cards has become an obsession and a passion, and it's an addiction maybe. And so I definitely can learn from you, Drew, when it comes to that. But Drew's got a great collection, and he's got a wonderful display of the 1954 Red Heart dog cards, dog food cards, and really love the way he's got those cards displayed. Now, Mike, composer is in the title of his channel name, but I mean, the man is truly a composer when it comes to narrating his videos, and he just does a wonderful job. I wish that I could do the job that he does narrating his videos. So, Mike, thank you so much for what you do for our hobby. And then the next 2 channels are Brent from Star Huddle 77. I love his channel. He also narrates really well, and he does a really good job of kind of driving the message home. And Brent is a fan of Star Wars cards like I am, so I can get behind that. And also, he likes tobacco cards. He likes the T206 set, and he loves vintage cards. So Brent's got a good channel. The last channel is probably my closest friend in the hobby, and that is Shane from Shoebox Legends. And I have got a lot of friends in the hobby since I got into YouTube. That's been one of the biggest benefits of being in YouTube is the friends and relationships that I've built. But Shane, I think, has been the biggest relationship that I've built, the closest friend in that regard. He and I talk nearly every day. And but aside from that, he's got an awesome channel. He has taught me so much about modern cards, and really the area of focus that I've focused on has been post playing days modern cards. But he's also got a really sneaky vintage collection that if you go back and look at some of his older videos, you'll see his vintage collection. And he did recently do a top 100 where he showed off some of those vintage cards too. So he just keeps them hidden away a lot, and you see more of his, buybacks. You see more of the more modern cards that we both share a passion for because you see the alternate images that you don't see on the vintage cards of those same players. So anyway, these are my fantastic four channels that I wanted to show and share with you. Okay, now let's get into the winnings for this competition. So let me go ahead and take these down. Hope you enjoyed those. And so I'm going to go ahead and start sharing with you I'm going to give away 5 cards, and I'm going to share with you the 5 cards that I'm going to give away. So the first card that I'm going to give away is this 1984 Topps Tiffany of card number 423, Mike Morgan. That's Uncle Mike, if you're not familiar. And just a really awesome looking card. I love the back of that Tiffany. So that's the first card. Now, it's keeping with the theme 4 because it's a 1984 card. Okay. The next card I'm going to give away is this 1976 card number 343. This is in the top set all-time All-Stars subset of Pie Trainer. Again, graded a 4. And here's the back. And then the next card is one from my childhood collection. And that is a 1964 Topps card number 41, Friendly Foes, graded in SGC 4. And this has Hall of Famer Willie McCovey and Leon Wagner. And there's the back in that famous 1964 orange. We're going to end up covering up Uncle Mike, but that's okay. The next card is another Friendly Foes card from the 1960s, and that's 1963 Topps Friendly Foes, card number 68, and that's of 2 Hall of Famers, Duke Snider and Gil Hodges. So that's a great card and a great image of 2 Hall of Famers. Here's the back. And then the last card is going to be, I'm going to move that forward a little bit. The last card is going to be this 1958 Sluggers Supreme of Ted Klaczewski and Ted Williams. This is card number 321 in the 1958 top set, and it's called Sluggers Supreme. So, and then here's the back. I love the back of these with the different images. So, these are the 4 cards that you are going to win. What I'll do is I'll pull a name out of my helmet, and I will see who the winner is. So, again, if you, I don't know where my piece of paper is. Here it is. So, again, in closing, This is the Fantastic Four giveaway. You have to show your Fantastic Four cards, shout out 4 fantastic channels, tag me in your video, be a subscriber, include hashtag Sarge400, and the deadline is May 31st. All right, guys, I really do appreciate your time, and thank you for watching. Keep hunting the good stuff, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.